What's up, you guys? So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a peek into my planner. You guys know I just got this and I actually posted a video about my planner when I first got it. I will have that down below. I'll actually have a card too that's right here. Back to school season to go along with all of the other back to school stuff that I am doing. Oh, the sun is like trying to peek in. I want to show you guys kind of finances. It's a really important thing, and I will say I do most of the finances in the house just because it's a lot of stress for whoever's handling it, and since my husband has a lot of stuff to do outside of the house, I basically opt to handle all of the finances. I have found that keeping it in something, one, my planner, because I just love my planner and I use it for everything else. Like obviously all of this isn't finances, but just having somewhere to put it and putting and writing it down somewhere does wonders for me. I've had to kind of vamp my finance section simply because I'm on a completely different platform as far as planners, and I couldn't find the same inserts that I was using before. What I want to talk to you guys about is a really awesome website / app that I've run into while trying to figure out things. So I will say, you guys know that Michael and I have been trying to pay off all of our debt. We initially were just paying off our debt to buy a new home and just trying to just go into the house being debt free, kind of just being free of everything. So we're going to pay off all of our debt still, but we're just not moving. So when I decided to do that, I kind of eased up on our really intense plan. Instead of just paying off our debt and having a low debt to income ratio, kind of looking at what things would work better for us and would benefit as far as raising our credit score. I've been using an awesome app called Credit Sesame, which is fantastic for, one, giving your credit score, which is obviously really important. It's one of the most important things that you will need when it comes to getting loans in general, whether it's a mortgage loan, you know, a personal loan, things like that. Like, you need to know your credit score. It's very important. It's one of the things that they look at. So I was looking on there and kind of just trying to figure out what plan we needed to have. So that's what I did. I ended up revamping things. I will tell you guys a little bit more about Credit Sesame if you don't know. It's an app and it's also a website, and basically it helps you find your credit score. They help you kind of understand what exactly your credit score is, how it falls, where you fall in, you know, the line of credit score, I suppose you can say. And it gives you awesome tips for managing. It's updated every month. They cover you for theft for up to $50,000, which is fantastic. Check out Credit Sesame. I will have the link down below. You can check it out, get your free credit score, give all the awesome tips for managing your money, for helping your credit score, and really just bettering your future. This is what you need to do. When I was younger, I said as if I'm super old, but I'm not. But when I was younger, a big thing that I was doing was just charging up all of my credit cards. And that's why we have a lot of debt now. Michael and I were just charging. So these are, I feel like this is dark. And if it is dark, I apologize, but it's very hard to see. These are the inserts that I'm using for my bill tracking, my monthly bills. So I have, these are empty. All of this is what's being used by me. And then I kind of have this to show you guys. So I have these bill trackers here, and I use them even if I don't fill up all of these lines, but I separate all of our bills by when we get paid, basically. So on the first side, it'll be, so, you know, say this is August, so we get paid on the 5th and the 20th and the 24th, but basically the 5th and the 20th, I mark them the same. So this side is going to be for the paycheck on the 5th. And I'll put all of our stuff that we have down, our mortgage, any utility bills, any credit cards that we might have, or any miscellaneous things which come up, whether that's something for Michael, whether it's a flight trip, like we are planning vacations, so I'd like to put all those in here too, and I'll put the flight, and I mark all that down. And I kind of do it a little bit differently. I don't put the due date here at all, actually. I'll put any little small notes that I need to put in the due date section because, like I said, I pay them on the 5th or the 20th. I don't really pay them when they're due. I just pay them the 5th or the 20th of each month, depending on when they need to be paid. And then I have the amount here, and then I put whether I paid it. So when I paid it, I just kind of either check it or exit, and then when it comes out of our account, I put a line through it. So, because those are two separate things, and that happens a lot. It's people seem to not really, you know, pay attention to if they came out of their account or not. So that's what I do for that. And that's just, like I said, really, really quickly. And then getting into the debt. So we do have debt. We're human. I think most Americans have debt. And yeah, so we have debt. So what I've been using for this, I couldn't find what I wanted for kind of tracking my debt. So I made my own basically. So here is where I would put the name. I have a due date, the account, the minimum due, and then the password. And then I have each month. And I'll put how much I paid and then what the balance was at the end. But I don't put this balance down until they take the interest out. Okay, so that's how I do that. And then I have the rest of these, which are just for payment plans, right? So for instance, I had this exact same setup in my personal planner. However, I'm done with paying for my Invisalign now. I still have trays that I have to go actually get made, but I am done paying for my Invisalign. But what I did before is I created another one for my Invisalign, and so that's why I have these extra pages, because things happen, you know what I mean? You have things that maybe you are on a payment plan for, or maybe it's a lump sum, or you're saving. I also use this for saving, so that way I have a goal, and things like that. And then on the other side of this book, so if you guys know, traveler's notebooks are kind of like, you know, in and out like situations. I have this, which is all of our future projects, or just things that will add up money. The biggest thing being this. This adds up really quickly, and this is actually just a smaller lump sum. It's not even like the huge amount that we're gonna have to be paying. So I just take sticky notes. This is all stuff that I transferred over from my other planner, so it looks the same. These are expenses that I know I'm gonna have to pay. So there's also some more stuff on here. I just didn't put it on here. And then when I'm ready to finally finalize this, to kind of just keep track of what I'm doing, I'll write it in the back here and have it completely written out. So come over here and list everything out, so I can kind of know what our budget is for stuff, because like the French doors, we're buying them bare, so that way I can just paint them, and we're saving like $400 because I'm painting them myself. So I have the paint down here and things like that, and I can kind of know what my budget is. So when Michael comes to me and said, hey, what's your budget? I found this. Or if we're looking for floors and we found different floors, or maybe they don't have ours in stock, we can know what we're saving, how much we're going over. Like I said, the main thing that I realized that I needed to do is have things written down. That's like the largest thing, is to have things written down. I love all of these things, and although it's a little bit of a nuisance to have to kind of write this stuff out, like the template or whatever, I guess I could make it technically. I like it. Credit Sesame, I think you should definitely do that. I will have the link down below. You can check it out, get your free credit score, give all the awesome tips for managing your money, for helping your credit score, and really just bettering your future. This is what you need to do. When I was younger, I said as if I'm super old, and I'm not. But when I was younger, a big thing that I was doing was just charging up all of my credit cards. And that's why we have a lot of debt now. Michael and I were just charging. And it's all written in here. I have stuff written in here. And then I have like kind of like all of that stuff in there. So that's just really quickly how I plan. So hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next video.